Welcome into Game 2 of this Saturday coverage of the Crane Fall Woodbat Tournament. This is Blue Eye and Billings as Jarrett Crothamel will swing and ground one to the first baseman for out number one.
Now
and we are underway here.
And
we're underway here for Game 2 of this Game 2 of 5 here from Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium in Crane. Keegan Hobbs, the batter, he is the pitcher today for Blue Eye. As he's behind at 0-1, now it's going to be 1-1, 1 ball, 1 strike on Keegan Hobbs. Keegan Hobbs is a sophomore for Blue Eye. Now 2-1 the count on Keegan Hobbs. He's playing, he's going to use the pitcher. He's hitting second in the lineup for Blue Eye. First pitch. A little bit. It's going to be a strike now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Both these two teams are in the SWCL conference as Hobbs is going to ground one, second to first, and there's out number 2 quickly. That will bring up Chase McClenathan, the catcher for the Blue Eye Bulldogs. Pitcher for the Billings Wildcats is going to be Hayden Fender. Hayden Fender, if you recall, his last time he was up on the mound. It was a short game for him on the mound. With when he took on Crane, which was a big 14-4 win for Crane over Billings. Swings and grounded right back to Fender, and that's out number 3, and that's how the top of the first inning will come to a close. So no runs on no hits. The Blue Eye Bulldogs go down quickly and quietly. We go on to the bottom of inning number 1. It is no score between Billings and Blue Eye. A little bit of Maren Morrison here. What's up, Joey?
Yeah. A couple of nights ago.
No, it was last night.
Was it?
It was locked just...
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah, last night. Someone broke that,
Well, it was the night before.
You know that lever where you...
Yeah, move over?
Yeah, where you lock the door. Someone broke that off and
it was
came in here
Thursday night, because yesterday when they were having practice, I came here and then it had already happened. And they were still like trying to figure out what happened.
Was there anything missing?
Yeah, they took
the computer and they took the sound system.
Like the entire thing.
The whole thing.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, no shoot. Oh yeah, they're
Good
serving
thing.
ice cream now.
Cool.
Yeah, but it's
Good thing
only
Harmon got a hold of the cops here in
Yeah.
town. They're gonna have to track him down and get that stuff back.
It's over $400 or $500.
I know.
It was
Well, probably more like
laptop.
$700.
Yeah, how much was that, dude?
The laptop?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was nice though, because it was like really. Like, it looked really
I'm
good.
gonna
It's
say
touchscreen,
the
too.
the laptop was probably about
Those are a couple thousand. Those touchscreen ones, those are a couple
Yeah.
thousand. And the system.
$2 grand for that.
Yeah, a couple. Yeah, they're expensive.
So you're looking at with that's probably gonna be a good $2,500.
Yeah.
That's insane. Like, say if someone took my laptop, then I wouldn't be able to do my stuff. Yeah. I mean, with my phone, I can do that perfectly. I can do like Facebook and Twitter with that.
Yeah.
But if someone took my computer, I wouldn't be able to do my website or my YouTube show.
I keep forgetting my phone.
They're serving ice cream now. It's only
Take a while, I guess, to say they want me to announce that. Do they?
yeah.
It's $1, right?
We only have one time to say.
phone.
So.
That's stupid. More stupid than me.
Everything ready to
First up for the Wildcats, number 8, Kobe Clinton.
Welcome back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium. It's Kobe Clinton, the batter for the Billings Wildcats. First pitch to him is going to be a ball at 1 ball and no strikes.
Tell him I'll try to say it in between almost every other inning. Say every other inning.
1-0 the count on Clinton. First pitch, swinging, strike 2. 2-0. One ball, 1 strike on Kobe Clinton. 1 ball, 1-1. Here's the 1-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Hobbs is quick. Hobbs is now ahead at 1-2. The 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Ball gets away, 2-2. Now as Clinton evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pardon me, Hobbs does. But Clinton will work the count even. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's the first out of the bottom of the first. And that will bring up
Jake Henry.
That will bring up Jake Henry, the batter for the Billings Wildcats. Henry, who can pitch, and he plays in the outfield for Billings. Swings and cracks 1 to the shortstop. Throw on to first, and Henry's going to be on there safely. That's going to bring up Peyton Gold.
Peyton Gold.
He'll kick the dust around a little bit, get himself settled into the right-handed batter's box. Kick it some more. Peyton Gold, who is the catcher for the Billings Wildcats, who resides behind the plate there on the diamond for Billings. First pitch to him is going to be just a little bit outside at 1 ball, no strikes. Billings, Peyton Gold is 1 out of 5 seniors. 1-0 pitch. As the ball gets away, now 2 balls and no strikes, and Henry's going to be there at second.
Time to go.
Once again, this is Billings and Blue Eye playing. These 2 teams represent the SWCL. Billings about 12 miles north of Crane. And Blue Eye down in the southern part of Stone County. Runners are going to be waved in. That's going to be Henry, as he'll be waved in as the ball was slapped into left field for a base hit, and that's going to put Billings up on the board. 1-0 Billings already here in the top of the bottom of inning number 1.
4, Tyler Essick.
That would bring up Tyler Essick, another senior on this Billings squad. 1 out of 5 seniors. Tyler Essick, who plays in the infield. And he also pitches. Peyton Gold is pinch ran for. First pitch to Essex going to be a strike at no balls and 1 strike. Here in the bottom of inning number 1. Wildcats up early on the. Wildcats are up early on the Bulldogs by a score of 1-0. We saw another pair of Bulldogs play last night, or play in the last game. Those Bulldogs played the Spokane Owls, which that was a walk-off win for Spokane, as they walked off the Spokane Owls by a score of 3-2. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes into it, and 1 out on Tyler Essick. 1-0 Billings. Billings is coached by Drew Cherry and assisted by Chase Thomas and Callan Springer. Callan Springer, the former Blue Jay, as well as Chase Thomas, former Blue Jays from Clever. And
Now batting number 18, Trent Blankenship.
I will bring up Trent Blankenship as a pinch runner for Billings. Gets down and dirty, but he'll be gunned down at third for out number 2. Coach Drew Cherry will protest with the umpires, prove his point, as the the last batter struck out. That was Tyler Essick. One nothing Billings with 2 outs here in the bottom of inning number 1. Billings is in the blue jerseys, the white pants, blue and white socks with blue socks with the white stripes on them. Gold lettering with Billings across the chest on the blue jerseys for Billings, White outline along the blue, along the gold lettering for Billings. Billings and Crane actually share the same school colors of blue and gold. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be the final out of the inning. We go to the top of inning number 2. It's 1-0 Billings over Blue Eye. Who was that last batter for Billings?
Last batter was Trent Blankenship.
Trent Blankenship. Thank you. I just didn't notice because Billings doesn't have their numbers on there. Their uniform numbers. They just have their name, grade, and position.
Oh, okay.
Definitely when you're doing that, put down your number and put your uniform numbers and your positions.
Sometimes, I don't know why they always, it's usually one thing or the other that they'll never put on there.
Is the uniform number? I mean, it's pretty important, so what do you expect? Crane and Conway, I believe, are the only ones that do that. No, Morrisville does. Hartville, Helena. That puts down their number, name, and position.
Oh, yeah.
And grade.
Alright, this is going to be 2. Back up for Blue Eye.
Now for Blue Eye number 2, Jeremiah George.
Welcome back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium here in Crane, Missouri. Between these two teams that are playing are Blue Eye and Billings. These two teams represent the SWCL, or nicknamed the Swickle, the Southwest Central League. Batter for the Blue Eye Bulldogs is Jeremiah George. as Keegan Hobbs is the pitcher starting today for Blue Eye. Jeremiah George will be playing shortstop today for the Blue Eye Bulldogs. 0-2 is Slapper going to be chopped. They will get him at first. That'll bring up Brandon Box. Brandon Box, the first baseman tonight for Blue Eye. Right at 12:30 here on this Saturday afternoon. This game started right at about noon. As we stand here in the top of inning number 2. Brandon Box, the batter for Blue Eye. 0-1. One ball is now 1 ball and 1 strike now on Brandon Box. It was a 1-1. Strike 2 now on Box. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. And Box is going to strike out. And that will bring up Mike Cruz, the designated hitter now for Blue Eye.
Cruz.
Mike Cruz steps into the batter's box with 2 away here in the top of inning number 2 as he'll swing and foul it. It will be strike 1 now on Cruz. Only 1 the count now. Here's the 0-1. Just inside, and it's going to be a 1 ball and 1 strike count on Cruz. Cruz representing the Blue Eye Bulldogs. The Bulldogs are coached by Justin Abers and assisted by Josh Parrish. Cruz swings and rolls 1. It's going to go fair ball. And that's going to be the 3rd and final out of inning number 2. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's 1-0 Billings over Blue Eye. You shaved? Coach, you shaved? What for?
Why not?
Huh?
Lost last game, Adam. Why not? You sick, Adam? You sick?
Just coming over. Just
Kind of lose your voice a little bit, sounds like.
a little bit. It's coming back a little bit now.
Yeah.
It's starting to come back. You know, I like you better with the beard.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion, my personal opinion.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I like you better when I didn't know you.
Whose beard did you like better, Coach Martin's or mine?
Oh, yours, definitely.
Mine?
Yeah.
Who's that guy down there working the game?
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
He's not a teacher or anybody.
No.
I don't. I thought it was Coach Army.
What is it? That's not the big guy, is it?
Your mom.
You don't have any brothers?
I didn't think you
You
did.
got a sister.
It's just them 2.
You know the guy who had money?
Who's that?
Isn't that the band teacher?
Nope.
No, I thought it was for a little bit. I thought it was.
There was a guy out there who was helping the band the other day. That was him. I don't know if he was the band teacher, but.
No, the other day he was, but that's not him.
Oh.
Kind of look alike.
Hobbs.
He hasn't got any bigger.
No,
It's not. It's great.
Yeah, so 6th grade, he was just
That short kid. Oh my gosh. Oh man. I haven't seen him.
Back up for the Wildcats, number 17, Hayden Fender.
Welcome back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium here as we kick off the bottom half of inning number 2. Hayden Fender, the batter for Billings. As the first pitch comes in
Oh, we got a new player.
at a 1 ball, no strike count. 1-0 is going to be hit, and Fender is going to be hit by the pitch, and he will take
Up to bat number
first base.
Tanner Gordon.
That'll bring up Tanner Gordon. There's number 33 on the Billings Wildcats blue jerseys. Blue Eye is in the black jerseys with red on the ends of the sleeves and underneath the sleeves. And red underneath the sleeves. Blue Eye across, or pardon me, Bulldogs across the chest for Blue Eye. In white with the red outline. They're wearing the black caps with BE standing for Blue Eye. First pitch is, or that pitch is going to be upstairs at 2-0. Keegan Hobbs is the pitcher today for Blue Eye. 2-0 the count on Keegan Hobbs. Now 3-0. A 3-0. Takes a strike, and as Gordon was looking for that pitch to be a ball 4, for that to be a free base. 3-1 skied into the infield. Who wants it? That's going to be the first baseman for Blue Eye. That is Jeremiah George. Or no, pardon me, Brandon Box.
Now batting number 7, Duncan Harder.
That'll bring up Duncan Harder. First pitch to Harder is going to be a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 the count on Duncan Harder. Pickoff attempt there at first, and Fender's going to be back in safely. Fender's starting pitcher today for Billings. The 1-0, swing and a miss, strike 1. Now on Harder. The 1-1 from Hobbs is going to be now swung on and fouled back, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Duncan Harder, the pitcher, or pardon me, he's the batter now for Billings. The 1-2, Fender going. Foul ball, but Fender's going to have to retreat back to first on that foul ball. Duncan Harder a little bit of the Matt Carpenter stance, as he will watch one go just outside. Blocked in the dirt by the catcher of Chase McClenathan. And we're now even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. A little bit upstairs and inside. Or pardon me, outside now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 takes a walk, and Billings is going to have a runners on first and second. Harder will trot to first as he will trade places with Fender.
Brian Terry.
That's going to bring up Brian Terry, the batter for Billings. With only 1 ball and a high bunt. Sacrifices and out, says the bases umpire.
Back at bat number 8, Kobe Clinton.
Talk about a gymnastics move by Brian Terry there at first as he tried to avoid the tag. Here's the first pitch to Clinton as he was frozen there, and that's going to now make a 2-0 Billings lead over Blue Eye. I gotta document that live. Colby's throwing out the first pitch. Hope I can go viral. Two outs away here in the bottom of the second inning. Already 2-0 Billings over Blue Eye.
I'm gonna text you what we need.
1-0 counts now 2-0 from Keegan Hobbs is a sophomore from Blue Eye. Blue Eye just right on the border between Missouri and Arkansas, right by the entertainment capital of the world of Branson. They're in southern Stone County. A 3-0. Ball gets away and he will take the walk, and that's going to prompt a mound by head coach Justin Avers of Blue Eye to calm down Keegan Hobbs. We'll talk things over to the starting pitcher for Blue Eye as he'll retreat back to the dugout. That's going to bring up Jake Henry, the batter now for for Billings, as there's 2 outs here in the bottom of inning number 2. 2-0 Billings are a score. Runner going, but the runner will not, but Blue Eye will not make the throw as the runner beat the throw there at second base. That's going to be an 0-1 count on Henry as he will swing and miss at that one. It's going to make it now a no balls and 2 strikes count. No balls, 2 strikes on Jake Henry, the batter for the Billings Wildcats. Coming up after this game, we will see Hartville take on Purdy. Then once that game is completed, it'll be a third place game between Crane and Galena. 0-2 on Jake Henry. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 0-2 pitch. Swinger. A line drive into left field for a base hit. That's going to score 1. Here comes 2. Throw is late, and Billings will have a 4-0 lead over Blue Eye. And that's going to bring up the catcher of Paygold. Billings loaded with seniors, 5 seniors to be exact for Billings.
Does it line up on the plate or
The bar is the edge of on the edge.
front? Yeah. Then you'll
is the catcher for the Billings Wildcats as we stand here in the bottom of inning number 2 between Billings and Blue Eye. Ball scoots away just a little bit, but it'll be a 1-ball-and-1-strike count. 1-0. Now 1-ball-1-strike on Peyton Gold. So once again, coming up after this game, we will see Purdy take on Hartville. The 1-1 pitch. Ripper foul into the parking lot off the bat of Peyton Gold. Got underneath that pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Peyton Gold, the catcher for Billings. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Gold. The 1-2 pitch. Blocked in the dirt by the catcher, Chase McClenathan. And it's going to even the count now up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 now on Gold. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a slapper into left field for a base hit. That's going to score another run. That's going to make it now 5-0 Billings, as Gold's going to drive in an RBI single. And that will bring up.
Now batting number 4, Tyler Essick.
That'll bring up Tyler Essick, the batter for the Billings Wildcats. As we will see another mound visit by the head coach of the Bulldogs, Coach Dustin A. And that will end the day for Keegan Hobbs as he gave up 5 hits on the day. And he couldn't get out of the second inning, so. New pitcher for the Blue Eye Bulldogs is going to be Brandon Box as he comes in as he will come in from first to take over the pitching duties for Keegan Hobbs. Once again, Keegan Hobbs was your starting pitcher. He now moved to shortstop. New first baseman is going to be Jeremiah George. As now Keegan Hobbs took over for shortstop. So the new pitcher is once again Brandon Box as he takes over. Keegan Hobbs will be in shortstop. Jeremiah George takes over first base for Box. As Hobbs' day comes to a close with giving up 5 runs here in the top of inning. The bottom of inning number 2. There goes Gold. Ball's going to be off of Hobbs. It's going to go all the way now into left field. And now Gold's going to wind up at third, thanks to that wild throw from the pitcher Brandon Box. As the woes continue on for the Blue Eye Bulldogs. No balls and 1 strike, 2 outs between Blue Eye and Billings. Swing and a miss, or swing and a tapper by Essick. And that's going to be thrown on to first. And that's going to be out number 3. So, 4 runs have already come across the diamond for the Wildcats on a few base hits, no errors, and the base and two runners were left on base. We go into the top of inning number 3. It's 5-0 Billings over Blue Eye. We can see another shutout today.
You know who the 6'9" guy is, the rapper? Yeah.
But yeah.
All the basketball was like, we have that. And try to remember one of the songs. And I just found a clean version just in case they actually end up doing it.
I like can't hear the words.
No, it's like, well, the beat, you can tell it blurs it out so bad. So Harmon, that's how a couple of them work. That's when he said, honestly, if it doesn't cuss. Yeah. Plus, he said most of the parents, like an ultimate person. Just,
Yeah, they don't listen to it.
and anytime I do it, I listen.
First question, Tyler. What's up with the Cardinals now?
They're done.
You say we're not going to make it to the playoffs?
They ain't got a shot anymore, I don't think. They were not
Never
playing
say
well.
never.
and Even if they were playing well like they were playing before, it'd still be tough.
Yeah. I mean, you're playing the Dodgers for the final wild card spot, so
And they lost to them.
yeah, that was thanks to our bats who couldn't even get a single base hit off of Bueller. I mean, Flaherty was doing his job out there. He only gave up. Did I scare the N-word?
I think it may have blurred out the customers, but I think it said that.
Oops.
Well, we'll see.
I would
Harper
listen.
didn't notice. Oh my gosh.
Oops.
I would listen.
As soon as everyone stopped talking, I heard it. Oh, wait. Yeah, I think it did. Now batting number 23, Ryan
Welcome back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium here from downtown Crane, Missouri. Ryan Cardenzana, the batter for Blue Eye, as the PA announcer gets a standing O after announcing the batter's name, Ryan Cardenzana. Got a little bit of a laugh from the Blue Eye faithful. 1 ball, 1 strike now on Ryan Cardenzana. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Little outside. 2 balls, 1 strike now on Cardenzana. Cardenzana is a freshman for these Blue Eye Bulldogs. Blue Eye coming into this game only having 1 lone senior on their roster. 2 balls and 1 strike on Cardenzana. Once again, coming up after this game, we will see Hartville take on Purdy. Purdy, a newcomer in the Swickle. That's going to bring up Lane Clark, fielder today for Blue Eye.
There's no song to it.
Blaine Clark, the center fielder, is the first pitch will be taken just outside. It's going to be a 1 ball, no strike count. 1-0 the count on Cardenzana. On Clark. Lance Clark. is the center fielder. Anybody watching from Blue Eye, definitely chime into the Ozark. Anybody who's from Blue Eye, definitely chime into the Ozark Sports Report YouTube channel. That's where we're streaming live. You'll find us. And during the between inning break, we will share that on both our social media platforms of Twitter and Facebook. So stick around and wait for that, and we will get that to you as soon as possible. Lance Clark, the batter for the Blue Eye Bulldogs. He is in center today.
I thought I heard it, but he was not blurred out, like on the new part.
And Jones not playing, or not in the line, not batting today, as he is playing right field. Not batting, as there is a designated hitter for Blue Eye. The 3-1 pitch. Now it's going to be a walk to him, and it's going to bring up Dakota Powers. Right fielder for Blue Eye is going to be Daniel Jones.
Now batting number 7, Dakota Powers.
Dakota Powers, who was a little guy, but who knows? He could have some power from his bat. Still no outs here in the bottom of inning top of inning number 3. First pitch to Powers as he shows bunt, but he'll move the analog stick back just a little bit as he pulled it back. Thing is about bunting is the baseball bat, you have control of it. Because it's like a video game when you're bunting. Here's a 1-0 to Powers, just a little bit down and inside, 2-0.
So it sounded like big, and then he kept going on at the end of every line.
2 balls, no strikes on no outs. 2 runners on, pardon me. Runners are going to be Lance Clark and Ryan Cardinzana. The 2-0 pitch. Taken just low, but Cardinzana is going to wind up at third, so who knows? The Blue Eye Bulldogs might not leave Crane scoreless. We shall see. Dakota Powers, once again, he is the left fielder today for Blue Eye. As he's now ahead at 3 balls and 1 strike. So Blue Eye's 1 ball away from loading the bases up. But they're looking to get a hit from Powers. Here's a pitch. Inside corner, and he will get the strike. It's now going to be a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes now on Dakota Powers. 3-2. The 3-2 pitch, swing and a foul back to the screen. Coach Cherry will trot out, and he will get the ball himself and throw it back to the umpire. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count on Dakota Powers, no outs. Runners on second and third. Take the base, and Blue Eye has the bases loaded now for Jarrett Crothamel, as that will reset the lineup. That's going to prompt a mound visit by head coach Drew Cherry. He will go down to calm down Hayden Fender. Hopefully talk some words of wisdom.
That's the Blue Eye Bulldog.
Mound visit comes to a close for Billings as they have a 5-0 lead here in the top of inning number 3 with Blue Eye, with the bases loaded for Blue Eye here in the top of inning number 3.
Number 11, Jarrett Crothamel.
I will bring up Jarrett Crothamel for these Bulldogs of Blue Eye. The first pitch to Crothamel is a swing and miss at a strike, and Fender gets the strike ball, relying on first pitch strike. No balls, one strike. Now on Jarrett Crothamel, the leadoff man for Blue Eye. 1 ball, 1 strike now on Crothamel. Don't you dare play that song. Oh, crap. Crothamel is going to swing balls. Here comes 1 run. That was Cardinzada. There comes the other one. That was Clark. And 2 runs scored. And it is now a 5-2 Billings lead over Blue Eye. And the Blue Eye Bulldogs will not leave Crane scoreless. That will bring up Keegan Hobbs, the shortstop now for
Keegan Hobbs.
For Blue Eye. Keegan Hobbs, who bats from the right side for the Bulldogs. His team now down by 3. Fender flinches towards first, hopefully to intimidate the runner there at first base of Jarrett Crothamel. Runner going, that was Crothamel. As Fender dropped the ball, kind of between the pitcher's mound and first base. Once again, Keegan Hobbs, the second man in the lineup. He started the game at first base, at the mound. No balls, 1 strike between Billings and Blue Eye. Keegan Hobbs, the batter, as he has no balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a slapper to the third baseman onto first, and another run's going to score. A 5-3 Blue Eye lead over, 5-3 Billings lead over Blue Eye. Here in the top of inning number 3.
Now at number 14, Chase McClenathan.
That's going to bring up Chase McClenathan, the catcher for the Blue Eye Bulldogs. Blue Eye Bulldogs only have just 1 senior. That is Chase McClenathan. Jeremiah George and Jarrett Crothamel are the only juniors. 2 sophomores of Mike Cruz and 2 sophomores, you have Mike Cruz and Keegan Hobbs, the shortstop, or the sophomores for Blue Eye. And a lot of freshmen there on that Blue Eye Bulldogs roster of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 freshmen on the Blue Eye Bulldogs roster. So this Blue Eye team is very young. I remember back when the assistant coach of Gainesville, Jake Smith, was a Crane Pirate who was under the direction of Coach Harmon. This Blue Eye Bulldogs team was a very good team. This Blue Eye Bulldogs team was a very, very electrifying team. Now it's Jeremiah George who took the pitching duties for Keegan Hobbs. as he will dig into the batter's box. First pitch to George is going to be a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. So once again, this Blue Eye team was a really hot team when they always came to Crane. It was usually a Blue Eye taking over, or usually it was Blue Eye who would normally win against Crane, but now usually, since Blue Eye is now a young team, now this new Blue Eye team has some fire in them. As George will be on base now, as Blue Eyes deficit is now at 1, as they now trail Billings by a score of 5-4. So 4 runs have already come across the diamond for Billings. And that's going to bring up the new pitcher for Billings of Brandon Box, who started the game at first.
10, Brandon.
Brandon Box, the batter for the Blue Eye Bulldogs against Billings.
I love to hear it. I actually won't play music right now. I forgot my headphones on my phone. I have the old Bluetooth stuff.
2 balls, no strikes on Brandon Box. The 2-0 is going to be up and in on Box. 3-0 now on Box. Now, 1-0 on Box, as they did not reset the count yet. Here's a 1-0 swinging and a miss. Strike 1 now on Brandon Box. One ball and 1 strike, counts even at 1-1. There's a 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Now it's going to be 1 ball and 2 strikes. With only 1 out here in the top of inning number 3. With 4 runs have already come across the diamond for the for the Blue Eye Bulldogs. As they stand, it's 5-4 Billings over Blue Eye. Slapper past the diving third baseman, but they will not get him, as another run will score, and it's going to be a tie ball game, 5-5. 5-5. Billings and Blue Eye here tied up here in the top of the 3rd inning, as we'll see another mound visit, not by the coaching staff of Billings, as Drew Cherry does not come out, but the infield will talk things over to Hayden Fender. That was Peyton Gold who would talk some things over, as the infield met up at the mound to cool things down for Hayden Fender. Still 1 away here in the top of inning number 3. Billings and Blue Eye are tied now at 5 apiece. Watch out, Billings. You don't want to give up that lead. 1-0 pitch on Mike Cruz, the designated hitter for Blue Eye. Runners are at the corners. Swinging strike now on Cruz, and it's going to be a 1 ball and 1 strike count on Mike Cruz. 1-1. Peyton Gold being checked out right now by the coach of the Billings Wildcats, Drew Cherry. He will walk it off. Peyton Gold, the only catcher for the Billings Wildcats. as what is seen on the lineup. 1 ball, 1 strike on Mike Cruz, the designated hitter for Blue Eye. 5-5 tie between Billings and Blue Eye. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the top of the 3rd inning, here's a 1-1. Ball scoots away, but George will not score and retreat back to 3rd. But Box will now move from 1st to 2nd, as it's going to be runners on 2nd and 3rd with 1 away. Here in the top of inning number 3. The 2-1. Now 2-2 on Mike Cruz as the home plate umpire. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Here's the 2-2 swing. That's going to be into left field for a base hit, and Blue Eye will take the lead. 6-5 now, Blue Eye over Billings.
Now batting number 23, Ryan Cardenzana.
Let's get Ryan Cardenzana for the Blue Eye Bulldogs as they have batted around here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. As Gold and Fender are playing catch with each other now to loosen up Fender's arm just a little bit. Cardenzana now digs into the batter's box. Rocks the bat up and down. Here's the 2-2. He'll duck out of the way. It'll be now a 3-2 count on Ryan Cardenzana. Only 1 out. 6 runs have already come across the plate for Blue Eye as now Cardenzana is going to make the count now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Took a little bit of a now 1 ball, 2 strikes, as it took a little bit of a delay for the scoreboard to clear the count and make a new count. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Ryan Cardenzana. There's a 1-2 pitch, bunt attempt. Won't get the sacrifice, but Billings will get out number 2. As Billings trails 6-5 as they will enter the bottom of the 5th inning. They're going to have to wake up their bats.
Lance Clark.
That's going to bring up Lance Clark, the center fielder for Blue Eye. Blue Eye with the 6-5 advantage over Billings. Here on this final day of the Crane Fall Wood Bat Tournament. 0-1 the count now on Clark. As Fender got the first pitch strike call, here's the 0-1 on the outside part of the plate, and that will make it now a 1 ball and 1 strike count on Lance Clark. One and 1. Here's the 1-1 from Fender. Another ball on the outside corner, and it's going to make it a 2 balls and 1 strike count on Lance Clark. The 2-1 pitch. Strike. And it's now even at 2-2. Billings a strike away from going back into the dugout for the bottom of the 3rd inning. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is the of the top of the 3rd inning. So brand new ball game. 6 runs come across the diamond for the Billings Wildcats as they will lead by a score of 6-5 over Billings. Almost said Crane. Oh well. Did you shave your beard because we lost?
No, it's very shaving, you know. I mean, it's time, but
You're okay.
Oops. Is that your phone not working?
It's the dongle adapter thing. You know what?
Unfortunately, we can't use my phone because I'm streaming.
I think probably take it back.
Huh?
I think whenever Billings goes with that, it's probably like that.
Okay. I mean, they're just about to end their warm-up, so.
Well, actually, in that case, Adam, you want to switch over here real quick?
Are you about ready to leave?
Yeah.
Oh, crap, yeah.
In that case, I'll keep doing until you actually get set up right here.
Okay. But y'all do that in like half inning.
I can't really tell. It's 116. I've got to be there.
Oh, crap. Welcome back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium as we kick off the top half of inning number
Trent Blankenship.
3. As Trent Blankenship is now the batter for the Billings Wildcats. Watch the first pitch come in at a strike at 0-1. Here's a 0-1 swing and a roller to the first baseman. He'll step on the bag and it'll be a 1
Now
out.
batting number 17, Hayden Fender.
That's going to bring up Hayden Fender, the batter now for the Billings Wildcats. Starting pitcher for Billings. As he will dig into the batter's box for these Wildcats. The first pitch to Fender is going to be swung on and fouled back. As it went to the screen for strike 1. Hayden Fender now, who is your batter, stands tall, skinny, and lanky. The 0-1 swinging a ripper foul, and that made Drew Cherry make a bunny hop there in the third base coaching box. 0-2 the count on Hayden Fender. He is the starting pitcher for Billings. Billings trails by a score of 6-5 here in the bottom of inning number 3. 0-2 the count on Fender. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Little up and away, and it's going to make it now a 1-2 strike count on Mr. Hayden Fender. The 1-2. A little bit down and in. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes on Fender. Just after 1 o'clock on this Saturday afternoon here in Crane. The 2-2. Outside corner, and Fender's going to get the ball call. It's now going to be 3 balls and 2 strikes as the count's going to run full. Every foul ball will pause the count at 3-2. Full count pitch. And Fender's going to be on base again. And we will see
Now batting number 33, Tanner Gordon.
Tanner Gordon, the batter for the Billings Wildcats. With only one out and one runner on. First pitch to Gordon is going to be a ball at 1 ball and no strikes. 1 ball, no strikes on Tanner Gordon. Only one out with one runner on. That is Hayden Fender. Here's a 1-0. Downstairs and a little bit of a slinger throw to first base, but they will not get Fender there at first. 2-0 count on Tanner Gordon. Here's a 2-0. 2 balls, 1 strike now on Gordon. The 2-1. 2-1 the count. Here is another pickoff attempt to check on Fender there at first. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's a 2-1. Down and a little bit. Now 3 balls and 1 strike on Tanner Gordon, the junior infielder for these Billings Wildcats. The 3-1. Strike 3 call. Or strike 2 now, pardon me, on Tanner Gordon. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Gordon. He's got a full count. The 3-2 pitch. Ball gets away, and Gordon's going to draw the walk, and it's going to put runners now on first and second base for the Billings Wildcats, and that's going to bring up
7, Duncan Harder.
Duncan Harder. Fender and Gordon on the base pass. Fender at second, Gordon at third or at first. Runners on first and second. 1 out. Harder shows bunt, and that's going to go back to the screen. Foul ball. 0-1 the count now on Duncan Harder. 6-5 Blue Eye lead over Billings here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's the 0-1 just inside. Now 1 ball, 1 strike on Duncan Harder. One and one. Harder using a little bit of that Matt Carpenter style batting stance. The 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 on Harder. Harder not looking to be the second out of this inning. Here's the 1-2, and Harder's going to hit it the other way into field. That's going to tie the game as Fender's going to score. And that's going to put runners now at the corners with Harder at first and Gordon's going to be at third. He will be the go-ahead run at third base.
Now batting number 16, Brian Terry.
Brian Terry, the new batter now for those Wildcats.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes now on Terry. Only 1 out with the runners at the corners. One ball, no strikes, 1 out. Runners are at the corners. Harder at first. Gordon at second. Here the 1-0, now 2-0 on Terry. Terry representing the red and white helmet. A little bit of it's a different color scheme with the blue and gold jerseys that Billings wears. 2-1 the count now on Brian Terry, pardon me. We stand here in the bottom of the third inning here between Billings and Blue Eye. The 2-1, there goes Harder. Here comes the throw, and Harder's going to be in safely, so the insurance run is in scoring position. Go ahead run still waits patiently. They're on third. This could be the chance for Billings to retake the lead. The 3-1. Swing a high fly ball into left field. That's going to drop fair. Here comes the go-ahead run to score, and that is going to be Tanner Gordon. Hold on a second. Tanner Gordon scores. Make it a now 7-6 Billings lead. That's going to bring up the new batter of Kobe Clinton. And Coach Dustin Avers will make a mound visit to the and we're going to see the new batter come up, and that's going to be the center fielder for Billings. That is Kobe Clinton, as we see a new pitcher come into the game. Hold on just 1 second. Center fielder number 8, Kobe Clinton. Kobe Clinton, the batter for the Billings Wildcats, as he looks at the first pitch. A strike at 3 balls and 1 strike now. Or pardon me, now 0-1, as the count has not been able to been reset. A little bit of another position as now I take over the announcer's spot. Foul ball by Kobe Clinton, and he'll be behind in the count at 0-2 quickly. Only 1 out here in the the bottom of inning number 3 between these Billings Wildcats and these Blue Eye Bulldogs. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and there's out number 2, and that will bring up Jake Henry, now the shortstop for these Billings Wildcats. Shortstop number 10, Jake Henry. Jake Henry, now the shortstop for these Billings Wildcats, as he will take it a strike at 0-1. No balls and 1 strike on Jake Henry, the batter for these Billings Wildcats. The 0-1 is going to be another foul ball. It's going to be it's going to be a foul. It's going to make it now quickly 0-2. 7-6, or now 7-6 Billings as our score. The 0-2, swinging a foul. That's going to pause the count at 0-2. between these Billings Wildcats and these Blue Eye Bulldogs. Both these teams represent the SWCL. Also nicknamed the Swickle. Apparently that they give an I. They put an I in the name to make it sound like a word, the Swickle. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's going to end the inning for these Blue Eye Bulldogs and the Billings Wildcats. But two runs, has come across the plate, and we are now seeing a 7-6 Billings lead over Blue Eye. Where is it? Oh, in here?
This is working.
Oh, yeah.
It has to just be set perfectly.
Oh, yeah, because your headphone jack is...
That's old.
What kind of phone is that? Is that like
It's an
a
S7 Edge.
S7 Edge? Dude, that is old. Holy cow. What was it, like 2016?
Probably somewhere in there, I got it.
It's 2018 right now, so...
Get a new one, hopefully one.
What are you gonna get?
I don't know, we're changing our phone plan. I'm getting off my parents' phone plan Monday and getting on my own with my wife.
Oh, you're getting off their...
Yeah, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna get. I'll
Getting
probably
off
get
Crystal's
some-
phone
get
plan?
some cheap. Yeah, I don't need it. I don't fancy.
You don't need like an iPhone or anything like
I
that?
might get an iPhone, but I won't get like the newest one or anything.
Oh, just like kind of like what I have?
Yeah, probably. I don't.
Like mine's a 6S.
I don't get like an S8 or something. I don't use my phone for other functions where I need a super nice phone.
Excuse me, yeah. Hold up just a second. I'm going to share this on Twitter. Let everybody know I'm on. I'm live. Let people know. Hopefully it's not too loud.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, the way speakers are, they'll be really loud right here.
Yeah.
They're not that there. Like they can be surprised.
Come on, don't. Tangle on something. We're now back here on the Ozarks Sports Report YouTube channel. We just shared our live feed on our Facebook and Twitter page. And then after that, we will share the most recent game once this live stream comes to a close. We will share the first game that was streamed today, which was between Spokane and Wheaton, which was ended by a walk-off thanks by Spokane as Powers will draw the walk. And it's going to bring up Crothamel, shortstop number 11, Jarrett Crothamel. Jarrett Crothamel, the shortstop for these Blue Eye Bulldogs. Currently the Bulldogs and the Wildcats. So actually Jeremiah George he's the man pitching. He came over from, actually was playing first base. Jarrett Crothamel, the shortstop for Blue Eye, as the Bulldogs trail by a score of 7-6. Here's the next pitch to Crothamel as it's swung on and missed for a strike at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Once again, we're streaming live here on the Ozarks Sports Report YouTube channel, also nicknamed as OSR. O standing for Ozarks, S standing for Sports, and R standing for Report. Coming up after this game, we will see Hartville take on Purdy. That will be coming up once this game is concluded and after we get our post-game interview. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Jarrett Crothamel. The 1-2 is going to be swung on and missed. It's going to be a strike 3, and that's going to bring up Keegan Hobbs now, the shortstop for Blue Eye. Shortstop number 4, Keegan Hobbs. Keegan Hobbs, the shortstop for the Blue Eye Bulldogs, is now Crothamel takes over in first base. Dustin Avers, the head coach once again for these Blue Eye Bulldogs. One out of the count on Keegan Hobbs. The 1-0 is going to be a one ball, one strike count on Keegan Hobbs. 1-1 the count on Hobbs. The 1-1 pitch. And that's going to be bunted. That's going to go foul behind the grandstand here at Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium in downtown Crane, Missouri, the site for the Crane Fall Wood Bat Tournament. The 1-2 backs up, jackknives out of the way and ducks underneath it. It's going to get now a 2-ball and 2-strike count on Keegan Hobbs. Keegan Hobbs, a sophomore for this Blue Eye squad. This Blue Eye squad is filled to the brim with freshmen. As he'll swing and tap that one foul. As it's going to go behind as they'll go to the backstop, to the screen. And it'll make the count now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch, swing and another foul ball. Now at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Mr. Keegan Hobbs. 2-2 the count on Hobbs. He'll rock the bat a little bit in circles. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, and Hobbs is down on strikes, and that will bring up the catcher, Chase McClenathan. Catcher number 14, Chase McClenathan. Chase McClenathan, the batter for these Blue Eye Bulldogs, as they are currently down by a score of 7-6. Seven to 6 Billings over Blue Eye here in the top half of inning number 4. Billings quickly with 2 outs here in the 4th inning. The 1-0 slapped, third baseman almost made a great heads-up play there at third, but unfortunately that will be a hit, and that's going to put a runner up on first with 2 away, and that will bring up Jeremiah George, now the new man at third, the new man at third. Third baseman number 2, Jeremiah George. Jeremiah George, the batter for the Blue Eye Bulldogs. Once again, I'll say this once. I've said this once, I'll say this again. Both Blue Eye and Billings are representing the SWCL in the Crane Fall Wood Bat Tournament, as the first pitch to George is going to be taken for a ball at 1 ball and no strikes. Once again, the new pitcher for Billings is going to be Trent Blankenship, as he came in from right field. Hayden Fender takes over in first. 2 balls, no strikes on Jeremiah George. He started the game off today at first. Now that pitch from George is going to be swung on and bobbled by the shortstop, and runners are going to be now at first and third. With Brandon Box now coming up to the plate, he is the new pitcher. Pitcher number 10, Brandon Box. Brandon Box, the batter now for the Blue Eye Bulldogs. He is the new pitcher for Blue Eye. As he swings at that one, it's going to be it's going to make it now a no balls, 1 strike count, 0-1 on Brandon Box. Swing and into left field for a base hit. That's going to score the tying run, and that was Powers. Ball gets away and tagged out, as they will save the go-ahead run from coming to the plate, and that will in the top half of the 4th inning. We go to the bottom of inning number 4. It's all tied up at 7 between Billings and Blue Eye. Yep. Hopefully I don't blast anybody's eardrums out. How did your players do on Thursday night for football?
I didn't have any.
Oh, you didn't? So everybody plays on Sunday? No one on Monday either?
I'm not sure.
I see it's Seahawks and... Oh, crap. Who did the Seahawks play? Is that... Oh, yeah, Bears. Isaiah, you play fantasy football?
No.
No? Play any fantasy sports?
Play actual sports.
Oh. Hey, so you're like the thing about fantasy football is you're the coach.
Think about actual sports, you're the player.
You're the player, yeah. Yeah, but I'm in 2 fantasy football leagues. Is that a new pitcher?
I think so, yeah.
What's his name? Brandon
Number
Box.
10.
Now pitching for Blue Eye, number 10, Brandon Box. Leading off for Billings, the catcher, number 2, Peyton Gold. Back at Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium here in downtown Crane, Missouri. Peyton Gold, the batter for the Billings Wildcats. As the first pitch to him is going to be taken for a strike at 0-1. No balls, 1 strike on Brandon Box, on Peyton Gold. The pitcher is going to be Brandon Box as Gold swings it, and it's going to be into left field for a base hit, and that's going to bring up Tyler Essick, the second baseman for these Billings Wildcats. Second baseman number 4, Tyler Essick. Excuse me. Tyler Essick now the second baseman for these Billings Wildcats. Cats have been pretty wild today. Billings and Blue Eye. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, Peyton Gold is your man on first. He's the man behind the plate for the Wildcats. One 0 count on Essex going to be refers to Essex going to be a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Tyler Essick, I believe a senior on the Billings squad. The 1-0. Inside, taken for a strike now. 1 ball, 1 strike on Tyler Essick. He is the second baseman today for Billings. The 1-1 ball scoots away. Gold's going to be racing for third, and he will get there safely as he will be the go-ahead run for Billings here in the top of inning, or the bottom of the fourth inning. Once again, coming up after this game, we will see Purdy take on Hartville. The 2-1, swing a high pop-up into right field. Right fielder's got it, and Gold's going to be scoring easy as it'll be a sacrifice fly as Essick will do his job. That's going to bring up Trent Blankenship, new pitcher. Pitcher number 18, Trent Blankenship. Trent Blankenship now the new pitcher for the Billings Wildcats. The 2-1 pitch, swinging a high pop-up into the middle of the infield, and the catcher will get that one, and that's going to be an out. It's going to bring up Hayden Fender now, the first baseman for the Billings Wildcats. First baseman number 17, Hayden Fender. Hayden Fender now the batter for Billings. The 2-1 pitch is going to be taken just outside for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Hayden Fender, the first baseman who started the game on the bump for the Billings Wildcats, as next pitch to him is going to be a swinging strike. Now it's going to be 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs here in the bottom of inning number 4. 7 Billings. Strike 2, 1-2 now on Fender. Offensive game here between Billings and Blue Eye. The 1-2, swing and a miss, ball in the dirt, and funeral for Kelly. Ooh, we're about to start. New batter will be Mike Cruz, the designated hitter. Leading off top of the 5th inning for Blue Line, the designated hitter number 8, Mike Cruz. Welcome back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium for the top half of the 5th inning. Sorry about that. In between the innings, we just got hit with a connection issue, but we are back online. An interruption, but it did not start a new live stream, so we're back on the same live stream as before. 2 balls, no strikes now on the designated hitter Mike Cruz. 3 balls, no strikes now on Mike Cruz, as he's a ball away from getting on base. The 3-0 pitch. 3-1 now on Mr. Cruz. Here in the top of the 5th inning, as he will sky one, and the shortstop's going to have. It's going to be out with number 1. It's going to bring up Cartanzana, the second baseman for Blue Eye. Second baseman number 23, Ryan Cartanzana. Ryan Cartanzana, the second baseman for these Blue Eye Bulldogs. He's a freshman for Blue Eye. First pitch to him is going to be a pitch that swung on and fouled. We're in the top of the 5th inning. 8-7 Billings. Pitch is going to be high at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Cardinzana. The 1-1 pitch. Up and in as it went behind Cardinzana. It's a 2 ball, 1 strike count. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Swing, little slapper, bobbled. Couldn't find the ball, and it's going to be recovered by the shortstop, but Cardinzana is going to be on first for a single, and that's going to bring up Lance Clark. Center fielder number 13, Lance Clark. Pardon me, Lance Clark, who bats from the left side for Blue Eye. He is in center field today for the Bulldogs. These Bulldogs in the top of the 5th inning have scored 6 runs to get on the board and eventually take the lead, and then Billings regained the lead back in their half of the 3rd inning, and then Blue Eye took 1 lead to retie it, and then Billings scored 1 run in the last half inning of play, and they currently have the lead at 8-7. Crazy game between Billings and Blue Eye. Tied to Clark, and it's going to be a 3 ball and no strike count. The 3-0. Now 3-1 on Clark. 3 balls, 1 strike on Lance Clark. The 3-1 pitch. Taken upstairs and outside. It's going to be a walk. And that will bring up Dakota Powers, now the left fielder for Blue Eye. Left fielder number 7, Dakota Powers. Dakota Powers, now the left fielder for the Blue Eye Bulldogs. First pitch to Powers as he shows bunt, but he jackknives out of the way. It's going to be a strike at 0-1. 0-1 strike on Powers. Powers, a left fielder for Blue Eye. The 0-1 pitch is going to be just outside for another strike at 0-2. Dakota Powers, once again, he is a left fielder for Blue Eye. I believe he's a freshman on this young Blue Eye squad. Only 1 senior here, and that would be Chase McClenathan, who is the only senior on the for Blue Eye. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Powers. There's a 1-2 swing and a check swing. Gold tags him out, and that is going to be the 2nd out of the inning. That's going to bring up Jared Crothamel to reset the lineup. Third baseman number 6, Jared Crothamel. Jared Crothamel is the third baseman now for the Blue Eye Bulldogs. Two away here in the top of the 5th inning. Blue Eye trails this game by a score of 8-7. 1-0, now 2-0. The count on Crothamel. Crothamel, who started the game out in shortstop. He's worked himself up to a 2-0 count. Here's a 2-0, swinging a little chopper to the shortstop, on to first, and there's the final out of the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 5th inning with no damage done for Blue Eye. I smell something hot.
Jalapenos.
You like jalapenos?
On certain stuff.
Hmm?
On certain stuff, yeah.
Oh yeah, Is that your pregame ritual?
No.
Is jalapenos, and then you play a little bit of Fortnite. I don't know if you play Fortnite or not, do you? I bet Isaiah does, do you?
I don't even have like video games.
Huh?
I don't even have video games.
You don't? Like, you know, my little brother actually had your dad as his teacher. Actually gave some like Fortnite references,
Yeah.
like on the very first day of school. You just don't have time for them.
No. You get home at like 8:30, you gotta do homework.
Oh yeah, and then off to bed.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta eat dinner as well.
Sometimes.
Yep. Crap. Who's this guy? This is 33. That's Tanner Gordon. Designated hitter number 33, Tanner Gordon. Welcome back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium here in downtown Crane, Missouri. Tanner Gordon, the batter for these Billings Wildcats, with an 8-7 advantage over Blue Eye here in the bottom of inning number of the 5th inning. 2 straight balls have already come in to Gordon. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the first pitch, as the ball is going to skip away.
You get so early, you gotta have practice or something? Or you get so early, you gotta have practice or something?
I just came up with hey, that.
Oh, you.
3-0 the count on Tanner Gordon. The 3-0 pitch.
Right here.
Strike 1 on Tanner Gordon.
Ate breakfast. I did basketball.
Yep. Okay.
The 3-1 pitch. Just side, and Gordon's going to take a walk, and that's going to bring up Duncan Harder now. He is going to be the right fielder now. Right fielder number 7, Duncan Harder. Harder in the 8th spot for the Billings Wildcats. Nate Hunt is the man who's playing in third base for Billings tonight. First pitch to Harder is going to be a strike at 0-1. Getting into the later stages of this ball game, once this ball game is concluded, the Purdy play against Hartville. Ball's going to be trouble, and Gordon's going to be speeding there to second, and Harder will be now moving into at first, and it's going to bring up Brian Terry, the left fielder. Left fielder number 16, Brian Terry. Brian Terry now the left fielder for the Billings Wildcats, as he swings and misses at the first pitch. It's going to be a strike at 0-1. Brian Terry wearing the red and white batting helmet for Billings. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike 2 now on Terry. 2 balls and no strikes on Brian Terry. 0-2 now on Terry. As we stand here in the bottom of inning number 5 as Terry strikes out. It's going to reset the lineup. It's going to bring up Kobe Clinton, the center fielder, the leadoff man for these Billings Wildcats. Center fielder number 8, Kobe Clinton. Kobe Clinton, the batter for these Billings Wildcats. First pitch to him is going to be a strike at 0-1. Kobe Clinton, the batter for Billings, as he swings and grabs one. It's going to go foul down the left field line, says the home plate umpire, as they will retrieve the ball back. No balls, 2 strikes on Kobe Clinton. Swing and a miss, and ball gets down in the dirt, and that's going to be a double him up, strike him out, throw him out there at first for the double play, and that's going to send us to the top of the 6th inning. We're going to the top of the 6th inning with no runs have come across the plate. It is now 8-7, Billings over Blue Eye. You're having to find a sore throat there, Coach?
Huh?
No?
What'd you say?
Have you been having to fight a sore throat this week?
Yeah.
No? You got lucky.
I know a lot of people have. I know a lot of people have, but I haven't.
Yeah, me. One was me, because I'm a sufferer. More people are asking where the music is. Well, they probably know your phone's messed up.
Ain't working very good. Nothing working very well. The wife does that.
No. Did it just did it just out of the blue stop working?
Yeah, kind of. It's kind of sort of crap, not gradually.
Oh yeah. What's up?
Music in the pawn shop somewhere today.
Oh yeah.
On my laptop.
Oh, the laptop's gonna be sold at the pawn shop?
Oh, you remember that? Oh, our stuff got sold.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. That sucks. So we're gonna have to get a new sound system. We're gonna have to get a new lever lock.
What happened we had last night?
2 nights ago, a bunch of crap got sold.
Oh, 2 nights ago?
Yeah, they.
Wait, I mean, like Harmon and I were in here, and we locked all the stuff up.
Oh yeah, they kicked the door in.
Leading off the top of the 6th inning for Blue Eye. The shortstop number 4, Keegan Hobbs. Funeral. Welcome back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium as we kick off the top half of inning number 6, just after 2 o'clock this afternoon here in Crane, Missouri. Billings and Blue Eye are the teams that are on the diamond today for Crane. The 1-0 pitch to Hobbs is off the glove of the pitcher, but somehow they get him out at first. It was off the glove. Might be a SportsCenter top 10 play. And that's going to make it now Chase McClinton, the catcher for Blue Eye. Catcher number 14, Chase McClinton. Chase McClinton now the batter for Blue Eye. He watches the first pitch come in for a ball at 1, and as he watches the first pitch come in for a strike at 0-1, as he'll swing in line 1, towering, fly ball, and there's your first out There's your second out of the inning. And that will bring up Jeremiah George now. Now batting number 2, Jeremiah George. Jeremiah George, the batter to greet the pitcher for Billings. First pitch to him is going to be a ball. Pitcher is Trent Blankenship for Billings to start off the the 6th inning. One and 0 now, 1-1 on Trent Blankenship, or on Jeremiah George. Pardon me. He started the game off in first base. Now he is in second base now. Keegan Hobbs was the starting pitcher today for Blue Eye. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Jeremiah George. The 1 ball, 2 strike pitch, and it'll be now a 2 balls and 2 strike count on Jeremiah George. 2-2 the count on George. The 2-2 is going to miss just down and in for ball 3, 3-2. Once again, once this game is concluded, you'll see Hartville and Purdy come up in the 3rd game of today, of the final day of the Crane Fall Wood Bat Tournament. And that walk's going to bring up Brandon Box. Now batting number 10, Brandon Box. Brandon Box, the batter for these Blue Eye Bulldogs. Then once the game after this game is concluded, which is between Hartville and Purdy, you will see the Crane Pirates, the host of this tournament, take on Galena, which is Crane's neighbors to the south. That will be in the 3rd place game between Crane and Galena. That will be streamed live here on the Ozarks Sports Report YouTube channel, as a 2-0 pitch to Box is going to be now a 2 ball, 1 strike count. Here in the 6th inning, 2 outs have already been recorded. The 2-1 ball gets away, and it's now 3-1 on Brandon Box. Both these Bulldogs and Wildcats have been pesky all afternoon. Wildcats lead this one 8-7. Here's the 3 pitch upstairs, and Box will take the walk, and that's going to bring up the designated hitter of Mike Cruz. Designated hitter number 8, Mike Cruz. Mike Cruz now the batter for the Blue Eye Bulldogs. A little bit of a controversy between the plate umpire and the fans, the spectators here at Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium. Pitch from Cruz is going to be in for a base hit. Here comes the tying run. Throw gets in late, and now the runners are going to shift from first and second now to second, third, and the game's going to be tied up once again. It's going to be now an 8-8 tie between both Billings and Blue Eye. What a game. This game has been back and forth all afternoon. It's going to bring up now Ryan Cardinzana, the freshman second baseman. Second baseman, number 23, Ryan Cardinzana. Ryan Cardinzana now the new batter for the for the Blue Eye Bulldogs. As he now watches as he's now at 0-2. All right, now he's at 0-2. He was at 0-1. Now at 0-2. Forgive me for reading off the scoreboard. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2. And now it's a 1 ball, 2 strike count. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch, and it's going to go 3-2 now on Ryan Carter. The 2-2 swing, and it'll be hit foul. It's going to be now a foul ball on Cardinzana. Cardinzana, a little guy. Wiggles the bat, swing, and hit the other way. That's going to be the 3rd out of the top of the 6th inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 8-8, Billings and Blue Eye are knotted up. What are the chances of seeing another walk-off today?
Probably pretty good.
Yeah.
There's a wall.
Score stays close.
There was another one between Wheaton and Spokane. Spokane walked off against Wheaton.
Are you serious?
What?
Are you serious?
Yeah. It was on a sack butt.
I'm gonna walk up home. Just walk up.
Well, a walk-off sacrifice bunt.
Did they squeeze him?
Yeah. Squeezed him home from first. Now we're back at it. Leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Billings Wildcats. Shortstop number 10, Jake Henry. Welcome back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium here in Crane, Missouri. Jake Henry is the batter. Sorry about that, as our camera just went down, but we're back in. We're back to action here from Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium in downtown Crane. In the bottom half of inning number 6, Billings and Blue Eye are knotted up at. Batter to lead off this inning is Jake Henry, the shortstop for the Wildcats. 2 balls, 1 strike on Henry.
That's good hit.
And that's going to go foul from the bat of Jake Henry. What's going on?
Something with coaches. That's all. Something with the coaches.
One's on crutches?
No, coaches.
Oh, coaches.
But there is the coach that's on crutches.
Oh, for Crane?
No, for Purdy. Their head coach.
Oh, man. Struck him out as Henry was going to go down swinging. It's going to bring up the catcher, Peyton Gold, who's had a good day today on the base paths. Catcher number 2, Peyton Gold. Peyton Gold now the new batter for the Billings Wildcats. He is the catcher today for Billings. First pitch to him is going to be taken a little bit inside for a ball 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes on Peyton Gold. 2-1, or now 1-1 on Peyton Gold, pardon me. 1 ball, 1 strike. Billings and Blue Eye are knotted up at 8 apiece. 16 runs has been scored for both these two teams. Billings and Blue Eye both have 8. It's been a back and forth game all afternoon between Billings and Blue Eye. The 2-1 pitch, and that's going to be a 3 balls and 1 strike count. 3-1 on Peyton Gold. The 3-1 swing and a slapper off the shortstop. That's going to be a base hit, and Peyton Gold's going to be on base he's going to be on base once again today, and that's going to Tyler Essick now, the second baseman. Second baseman number 4, Tyler Essick. Tyler Essick, the second baseman for the Billings Wildcats. Runner going, there goes Gold, and he's going to make it a second as the run's now going to be in scoring position. That's Peyton Gold. The 1-0, 1 ball, no strikes now on Tyler Essick. Once again, this game has been back and forth between Billings and Blue Eye. Billings was held Blue Eye was held scoreless until the 3rd inning. Now runners on second and third as Essick's going to be ending up at second for a double, and it's going to move Gold at third. That's going to bring up Trent Blankenship, the batter. Pitcher number 18, Trent Blankenship. Trent Blankenship now the batter, so he'll be given the intentional pass, and it's going to load the bases up, and it's going to bring up Hayden Fender now. First baseman for the Billings Wildcats. First baseman number 17, Hayden Fender. Hayden Fender, the batter for these Billings Wildcats. Inside corner on Fender, and it's going to be now a 1 ball and no strike count. Maybe to set up the double play, but who knows? That's why they gave the intentional pass to Blankenship. 1-0 is going to be just outside, downstairs now. It's going to make it now a 2 ball, no strike count. 2-0 on Hayden Fender. With 2-0. Little upstairs. 3-0 on Fender. 3 balls, no strikes on Hayden Fender, the tall and lanky first baseman for the Billings Wildcats. He pitches a little bit. The 3-0 pitch. Freezes it, and that's going to walk in the go-ahead run. And Billings will retake the lead. It's now going to be a 9-8 lead over Billings, and that will end the ball game as Billings takes this one over Blue Eye. It's going to be a 9-8 Billings lead over Blue Eye. Coming up after this, we will have the post-interview between Billings, from the head coach of the Billings Wildcats, Coach Drew Cherry. So we say stick around, everybody. What's up, Wes?
When Caden gets back in?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I was sitting there usually for play.
Oh, I don't mind sitting right here in the middle.
Alrighty.
If, what's his name again?
Katie,
The coach.
Hugh, or Cherry.
Yeah.
So,
Set up.
yeah, what's up, man?
What's up?
Not much.
It's been a while. Yeah. I heard all your stuff got stolen. Yeah, it did. Was it last night or 2 nights ago? Someone busted in the door open. Yeah. Oh, that girl down there. In the slides, I guess. The one with black she's well, she's quite popular. That's like that's too far. But also I talked to the girl in the gray. Yeah. With the white shoes. Yeah. You know her? No. I've been looking at her all day. I'm getting really close to date that girl. No joke. She's pretty fine. But she can't drive. She wears the keys on the pool. Bro. Just saying.
You know her?
Yeah. I didn't say that. I was getting really close to dating her.
Oh. I thought you were talking about that other girl.
Oh, no. My bad. I'm sorry. I confused you. Yeah, she's pretty cute, but she ain't hot, but she's cute.
Yeah.
She's got a really nice house, too. I've been in her house several times.
Really?
Like I said, I was getting like super close to dating her. I was gonna ask her out when I came back from vacation, but then, oh well, I'll choose vacation over her. But I saw some pretty fine girls. Best thing about vacation. Oh yeah, especially if you go to a popular beach. Yep. Oh man, you'll see some and then you'll see some ones that, oh my gosh, be my wife.
Yeah.
You.
I honestly cannot believe that person did that.
Yeah. Say, be my baby mama.
Welcome back to Tootie Parsons Memorial Stadium after this 9-8 victory for the Billings Wildcats over Blue Eye. Back and forth game as this game ended in 6 innings after 1 run scored. So no interview for this game, but we will call this stream off as we will get ready for the third stream of today. It will be between Purdy and Hartville. So we say stick around, everybody.